Ganseys, the traditional fishermen's sweaters of Scotland, England, and Ireland, got their name from the island of Guernsey, where a hand-knitting industry had been established since the 16th century. Passed down through generations of women, these beautiful sweaters evolved from simple smock-like garments into finely detailed works of art with patterns unique to individual villages and families. These sweaters were often made by poor women whose only source of income was their knitting. When I look at the photographs of them working, I'm struck by the thought that they could have chosen simple patterns that were fast to knit, but instead let their creativity flourish as they invented increasingly intricate designs. They took enormous pride in their work. With the Industrial Revolution came knitting machines, and hand knitting began a slow decline that accelerated in the 20th century. Accompanied by the decline in the fishing industry, entire communities began to disappear. Young women found jobs in towns and factories, and they no longer needed to knit. Many didn't want to learn. The patterns and techniques of traditional fishermen's hand knitting slowly began to be lost. Thanks to the efforts of a small number of researchers, many of the patterns, along with the stories of the women who once made them, have been preserved. An experienced knitter can put together the charts and descriptions from archival materials to create a sweater pattern, but there are very few contemporary patterns available that can be easily used by modern knitters to make these sweaters. These patterns should not be lost. For 5 years, I've been reproducing authentic fisher ganseys, sometimes with nothing but a photograph to work from. My well-written patterns are easy for American knitters to understand, and I've been producing complete knitting kits that include traditional British gansey yarn that's been made in the same Yorkshire mills for generations. This campaign will get these knitting patterns and kits into the hands of American knitters and will educate people everywhere about this beautiful tradition. New project tote bags will make these kits stand out from the competition. There are no authentic gansey knitting kits available in the U.S., so these are already unique. My goal is to find the most rare patterns and to reproduce one fisherman's sweater every year. Please help me to preserve this dying tradition and make a contribution today.